be in Taipei. Taipei is very safe. But in general, I would say Germany is not a place that is filled with crime. You have to be very vigilant, you have to be aware on where to go at night. But for instance, if you live in a small town, like Bremen, for instance, it's very safe, even at night, because it's not a very poor city, it's not so complicated in terms of social structure, and so it really depends on where you are. So make sure when you go to check for what is dangerous and don't do dangerous things. Same thing in Taipei, right? There are places at night that it's not a good idea to go. So that's my answer.
One question from Li Xinjie.
Xinjie. Hello, Xinjie.
She asks, what's the biggest cultural difference you realize or encounter there?
Cultural difference. Cultural difference. Good question. I think in terms of culture, because culture is a very big word, right? There are different things that make up culture. I guess the biggest difference for me is that Germans are very straightforward. Okay? Germans are very much, they're very much harsh in many ways. And in Taiwan we don't do this, right? We're very indirect with our politeness strategies. But Germans can be seen as quite impolite. They will tell you things directly. And I think that for me is a big difference in terms of culture. But culture is many things, right? The music's different, the food is different, the way people live is different. And the religion is different, the art is different. So there are many, many different cultural differences. But in terms of day-to-day communication, something that you have to get used to is that Germans are straightforward, very direct, and they can be harsh sometimes. Okay, next question.
A question from Jolene Yuan-Chen.
Okay. Hi, both of you. Yuan-Chen.
It's the same. It's the same.
Okay.
Same person.
Yes, Jolene.
So she asks, are the Germans friendly? I heard it from my teacher. They are kind of friendly. So
the word, this is very interesting. In the German language, there are two words for friend. There is the word for acquaintance, and then there's the Freunde, the word for friend. And so, for instance, when you meet a person for the first time and you're introduced, you're strangers, right? And then you are sort of like an acquaintance. But at some point, once you spend enough time together, you sort of slowly you cross over and you become a friend. You are considered a friend. Now, if you are on the stranger level, this is something that I noticed. They are less friendly. This is the case. Unless you are introduced as someone, a friend of a friend, or if you are introduced to someone in a situation where you are supposed to mingle, they will be very friendly with you. But if you are a stranger, there is a tendency to be a bit more straightforward and impolite. This is very different, actually. In Taiwan culture, I feel that the less familiar you are with a person, the more polite you are. If you are close friends with someone, I think it's considered better to be, normal to be a little bit impolite. But in Germany, I think it's the people that you keep close that you are the most polite to. This is what I've experienced. So the answer is yes. I think Germans are friendly, especially if you go to school there, or if you meet people there that take you into their home. If you stay at a hostel, the staff is normally very friendly. And so in general, the answer is yes. They're not passionate people, unlike some other countries in Europe, but they are friendly people. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, maybe one last question from Zhen Mingyang.
Okay, one more question. Yes, Mingyang.
And only from Su Ziyun.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, do you know other German story, and is this your favorite German story? So, do Germans like to keep pets?
Do Germans like to keep pets? Oh, keep pets. Okay, different questions. There are many famous German stories in literature. and in the fairy tales, right? For instance, Cinderella it comes from an old German fairy tale. And so is this my favorite? I wouldn't say that. Yeah, there are many wonderful German stories to think about, and some of them are not fairy tales. The famous stories of, for instance, Faust, like 浮士德. This is also an important German legend that I think we should all know about. I'm not an expert in German literature, but from what I have read in translation, what I've been told in my times, what I have been able to experience, Germans have wonderful stories, and it's a place when you go there. There's a lot of tradition. There's a lot of storytelling in Germany. A lot of my friends and their parents actually share some stories with us, not just stories of their lives, but also stories of their places. So there are normally some legends about a specific place, right? Because there's a lot of history in Europe. And so ultimately my answer is there are countless stories. It's never ending. And yes, this is one of my favorite stories to tell because I have some very nice props to tell it with, but there are certainly countless stories that I really like from the German language and culture. As for whether Germans like pets, I think the answer is yes. You see many Germans with dogs and cats. This is quite common, I think, in Germany. And it's the same reason why people keep dogs and cats in Taiwan. Although I will say, if you are a dog in Germany, let's say you were a German dog, I think you will get more exercise than Taiwanese dogs, because there are a lot of parks in Germany, and the Germans like to take their dogs out. They have these big dogs too, small and big. If you walk through the gardens, for instance, if you walk through the places where old royalty used to live, or where the city designates as a park, you will always see dogs there, many dogs. And there are dog parks too, and dog beaches in Germany, something that we don't have in Taiwan. But this is they're very part of their tradition. So yeah, Germans like to keep pets, I would say, but so do the Taiwanese, right? We also like pets too. So not more than usual. Any other questions?
Yes, but do you want to?
Sure. Okay, so I'll show you the photographs of the Christmas market, and we'll answer a few last questions before we end. So, this is the city of Cologne. This is a tradition that is very common in Germany. One of the things that I have learned about German culture, something that I really, really like, is that in Germany there is always something to celebrate. So, if you are there, in whatever city, there is always something going on. It's a little bit like Fenghua Guangchang, like here at Furen University. There's always something happening there. Always something to see, always something new to experience. And so when I was, and this starts from when I was in Germany in October. So in October there is the famous Oktoberfest. And then you have Christmas markets very soon afterwards. And during the springtime, you have spring festivals. And then you have Easter festivals, you have summer festivals, you have village festivals that belong to the city. You also have town festivals, mountain festivals, celebrating the different days, different cultures. There's always something to celebrate. But the biggest celebration is probably Christmas in Germany. Not just Germany, of course. Europe is home to many wonderful Christmas markets, but we were lucky to visit a few. And so these winter decorations and these winter architectures get put up during sometime in November, late November, and they last till Christmas Day, every night. And so you can just walk in, and they're always set up in some very prominent places. And they showcase the local food, local culture. There are many things to do. You can eat, you can drink, you can buy stuff. People love buying the Christmas decorations. And you can also participate in some cultural activities. So there's a lot of singing, there's dancing, there's arts and crafts. You can send your kids there. There's some kid festivities. Every Christmas market is similar but different in its own way. So we visited different ones. This part is in Cologne, and you just walk in, and I'll show you some more photos of the Christmas markets. It's beautiful at daytime, beautiful at night. So this is one that, same place, this is in Cologne, but so you can see that in the background, the church is still there, but they're performing here. And this means Christmas market, Weihnachtsmarkt, Könadong, so next to the Cologne Cathedral. And so they are performing here some Christmas music. People are buying things, they're watching, they're walking around. And look at this decoration, all the thing with the money that has to go into this. But this decoration of this sky of lights above you, really, really beautiful. You never forget it when you are there. Cultural event. There's a lot of things to drink too. So this man here, he is dressed up in character. They sell these potions. These are all wines actually, but they have some very interesting names of potions. So you drink this kind, you become beautiful. You drink this kind, you become younger, right? You drink this kind, you become more handsome or thinner. Or potions made by different people. So like this is the elves potion, princess, fairy, like different kinds. And they're just different flavors of alcohol, but they get into character. And everyone celebrates Christmas together in different ways. So something you can do. Excuse me. Yeah, I was scared by my picture of myself. But one thing you have to do in Germany is to drink this Glühwein. And what is interesting about Germans is that they're very effective about this. So you purchase a drink, and the drink includes the price of the mug. And every year the mug has its own design. And every Christmas market has its own design. And this is mulled wine, so hot wine, and you just buy it and then you hold it and then you drink it as you walk around. And you can return the mug. They will pay you back the font, the money for the cup, or you can take it home. And people have some people are obsessed with collecting different mugs like this. But it's really an experience holding an open mug in an outdoor place, and you sort of drink it when it's hot in this way. You feel like you are a little bit like you're at home, right? You would hold a mug. Normally we don't do this. We hold these plastic cups. But in Germany they do this. And you can eat food and talk with your friends. Very nice experience. Brings back some nice memories, seeing this photo. Okay, this is during the daytime. Of course it's more beautiful at night. This is in the city of, I believe, in Dresden. And there are some Christmas decorations. They're selling some Christmas decorations here. Not too expensive, actually. Wonderful gifts to purchase and bring back to friends and family. And the amazing thing is that after Christmas Day, it disappears. The entire booth just disappears. Okay, so, yeah, wonderful decorations that you can purchase. Next slide, please. Yes, and wonderful food you can purchase too. You see this person here? Okay, this person is obviously interested in the food, right? That's me. So different things to eat, yes, in the Christmas markets. Just wanted to show you. And there are dozens and dozens of these stores. Okay, something that you might want to purchase at the Christmas market is this sort of thing, these nuts. Honey roasted, sugar roasted, or salt roasted nuts. And these biscuits here, these gingerbread, I believe it's gingerbread, biscuits with icing and words on them. I think we have a photograph of it in the next slide. Do we have it? Yes, right here. Okay, so this is my lovely fiance, my friend. So this is one of those biscuits here. They look beautiful, don't they? You can wear them on your neck, and you walk around the Christmas market, but they don't taste very good. So just a warning to you all. Because it has to be so firm, it doesn't taste so good. Okay, and this is some attraction that children can go. See, this is not a very exciting attraction, obviously. It just goes round and round and round. Some of them are very exciting, actually. Some of them are actually very exciting. This one's not so exciting. Yeah. Okay, and this one, I like this one very much. So this is, I believe, also in Cologne. And you can ride around the ice rink if you want, right? If you can skate, right? If you can't skate, don't do it. But if you can skate, it's a wonderful thing to do. Skating on ice, because this normally doesn't happen in Taiwan, and you have to actually go there. And this is outdoors. They can be cool. This area, and you can skate. Wonderful experience, I think. Okay. And so this is us in Dresden. Dresden, one of the oldest Christmas markets, more than 500 years old. They do it every year. The Dresden Markt. Okay, so here we have 581, right? So the 581st year that they held this Christmas market here in this location. Dresden is known for Christmas markets. Okay, and this is in Berlin, the famous Berlin man here, celebrating Christmas. Okay, this is when we went to the Berlin Christmas market. I think there's another photograph, actually. If you were watching the news, actually, yes, this is in Berlin. This is the Christmas market that got attacked in the year 2016, actually. Terrible incident, terrible terrorist incident. Just be careful when you are there. Okay, so we only have a few minutes left, so I'd like to answer a few of your questions. I hope that today, through our talk, I've shared with you some things that are not so common in Germany, because a lot of people go to places like the Brandenburg Gate, right, or the New Swanstone Castle. I hope to share some things that are a little bit different. So, any questions? Excuse me, any questions?
A question from Xu Jie.
Xu Jie, hello Xu Jie. Thank you for watching.
She asks, what are the major cultural differences between Germany and Taiwan?
Major cultural differences. I think I answered this a little previously. The people behave differently. They eat different things. They like different music and different food. So my answer remains the same. You have to be aware that Germans, they are very straightforward, sometimes quite harsh, but they are good people. The Germans are nice people at heart, as I think most people are. But many different differences in terms of culture. Yeah.
A question from Li Yanjie.
Yanjie, hello Yanjie.
And this question is related to the question from Fu Kewei.
Fu Kewei, I know you watch every week, so thank you for watching.
They ask, what sport did you play often in Germany, and did you play soccer in Germany?
Did I play soccer in Germany? It's a good question, because soccer is, I believe, the most popular sport in Germany. But no, actually, I never played. I watched a lot of soccer in Germany. Does that count? No. We took long walks. We went hiking. This is something that I like very much. Hiking and taking long walks in the mountains, in the hills next to it, and around the lake. So I really like being out in nature. That's the sport that I like, hiking and being in nature. That and swimming. But I feel a little bit strange going to the swimming pool because I'm the only Asian there. So that's kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, we're the only Asians there. Yeah, so that's kind of strange. So we went on long walks. This was very nice. Jogging is fine. Biking is also okay. it's very common to bike in Germany, and I had a bike in Germany.
Another question from Ye Jia.
Jia, I know you watched, Jia. Thank you for watching.
Is there any other special candy such as gummy bears?
So yes, Germany has a lot of famous candy actually. I prefer chocolate. The reason for this is I'm not that big of a fan of candy. If you like candy, you won't be disappointed in Germany. But yes, the famous gummy bears, right? Haribo, right? H-A-R-I-B-O. Their company is actually in the city of Bonn. Bonn. That's why it's B-O, right? The ending, yeah, Haribo. I didn't know this until I visited Bonn. Very common in Taiwan. Very easy to purchase. But yes, there are many kinds of sweets in Germany. Personally, I prefer pastry and chocolate. So that's just a personal preference. But if you like candy, there are a lot of beautiful sweets to eat in different cities, actually. Yeah, different cities have different kinds of sweets. Okay, maybe one or two more.
A question from Sharon Lin.
Sharon Lin. Sharon, okay. Hi, Sharon. Thank you for watching.
What would you do when you feel exhausted or stressed out or lonely during your study in Germany? I know it could be hard sometimes when studying abroad.
So what happens when you are lonely? I'll be very honest, I never felt very lonely when I was in Germany because I have the world's best fiance. She really made an effort, and although we were sometimes in different cities, it didn't feel too far away. She was always a phone call away. And also, I had some good friends in Germany, and I have a wonderful roommate. And so, I never felt like I was really, really worried. As for feeling exhausted or stressed, I remember very clearly I was writing my thesis. And this is a very stressful time because it has to come together, and we are pressed for time. And so what I did was, you just buy a ticket to a faraway city, and then you write in another city, and you work in another city. Yeah, this is what I feel, that you get away from it and relax. And so I went to another country to write my thesis. I went to this country of Switzerland, and next to the Rhine River. Actually, it was because my fiance Lily wanted to. There was a masking tape, 纸胶带, the 展览 exhibition, and in Germany. So we traveled there, and I wrote my thesis there, and it was on what's called the three-country corner. So we could cross over into Switzerland, cross over into France, and so that's where I wrote part of my thesis, actually. That's how you feel when you are exhausted. That's what you do when you feel exhausted and tired. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. If not, just know that Germans, they get a lot of rest. This is my experience. They're not as stressed as we are, to be honest. We have more stress here in Taiwan. So in Germany, it's easier to pace yourself. All right. Okay, so thank you all so much for coming today, for watching our live broadcast. An hour really is quite short. It goes quickly. If you have any more questions, there will be a time in the coming weeks where we have a review. And we can save some of your questions till then. You can ask them again at that time. Okay, so shout out next week. I will be hosting a wonderful guest who is actually the full-time assistant in charge of our live broadcast program, Ms. Team. She will be talking to us about her experience in Belize. I hope you all join in next week. I'm very excited to learn more about a country that I've never visited in Central America. So I look forward to seeing you all again. See you next time. Thank you very much.